Let's go. What's up, you so rare dorks? It's game week 25. We got a little live before lock. And hey, good news for you, Americanos. You fire up your PayPal, baby. You can buy those cards off secondary using PayPal. So time to print now. We no longer have to use that Web3 Ethereum. We're joined by TST, man. How we doing?
I'm doing good. Excited to break down this game week.
Yeah, good to have you back. Good to have you back. We got, somebody in the chat. Who was it? Reese said, just me? Or is this game week super high scoring? It does feel like it might be a high scoring one. If this is your first time here, welcome. The way we're going to break this down is we will go over all the injury news. Then we will hit some of the projections, and then we'll have time for you guys to fire off some questions, and we'll get to as many as we can. But as always, we're going to be giving away a rare tier card, and I made this one a little bit hard today. You have to like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and put hashtag #KillMeKillian. One word, because shout out Killian Hayes, who continues to disappoint. So kill me, Killian. He will project well, and he will break my heart for a second week in a row. I'm excited for it. I guess before we dive into the injury news, anything that sticks out for the slate for you for this game week, TST?
Find any Memphis player that's going to play and play him.
Yeah, do we have any GG Jackson cards on the platform yet? As of I think yesterday we did not. I wasn't sure if the auctions were ripping today.
Yeah, I don't think so, but I guess his last game wasn't so good. But
no, it wasn't.
It still would have been a good game week for him, though. So.
Yeah, it would have been. All right, yeah. So like the stream, subscribe, hashtag #KillMeKillian. We'll give this bad boy away here towards the end of the show. But for now, what I'm going to do is, as fast as I can, just kind of go through the injury news. I'll be using Underdog site to break that down. Again, this is what we have right now, so this could change as we're live. Obviously, some of these games are after lock as well. So this is for tonight's action only, and then we'll hit some of tomorrow's. So Trae Young has already been ruled out. Trae Young's already out. LeBron James is questionable for like the 48th game this year. Anthony Davis is probable. Spicy P, pour one out for We the North. Pascal Siakam is playing, most likely expected to play in his first game with the Indiana Pacers. And speaking of those Pacers, Tyrese Halliburton's questionable. The one thing I'll say, so Hallie was questionable yesterday and then was ruled out pretty early in the day. We got an update from the Pacers this afternoon, and they ruled out, like Nembhard was ruled out, but then a bunch of other Q tags. Hallie's still questionable. So that makes you feel a little bit good about it. Simons was added to the injury report with an illness. He's questionable. Mikal Bridges is in. Aaron Gordon is in. Zach Collins, who we haven't seen for him a couple weeks, is questionable and is actually kind of enticing because Wemby's not playing tonight. The other Triple J, Jaime Jaquez Jr., is doubtful for tonight. Neesmith's got the Q tag. Nembhard, like we said, is already out. DeAndre Ayton, his knee and the weather. It looks like he's going to be good to go. Brandon Miller is available, which actually impacts our boy PJ Washington. But Big Dick Nick Richards is questionable. And then there was a couple of other things from Saturday here that I'm just going to, I don't think I switched screen. No, I didn't. That's okay. Daniel Gafford is questionable, which I know we're going to talk a lot about Marvin Bagley. He's got a Q tag for tomorrow. I just got this update. Mark Williams has had a couple setbacks in rehab. He's not considered close to returning, which God, my best ball bags are down so bad. Lou Dort, who missed last game.
For some reason, when you said rehab there, I just like pictured
drugs.
Rehab. Yeah.
Yeah. Could be. No, it's not. Just in case we get sued. Lou Dort's questionable. He missed the last game. Levine is doubtful for Saturday. That's kind of important. Jaden Springer, Bryce McGowan's all ruled out. I think that's most of the stuff for Saturday. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything else. Beef Stew is out for Saturday. Giannis is probable. I think that's most. Cade Cunningham, 5 to 7 days away. Dylan Brooks expected to play. I think that's most of it. Anything off of that injury news that is like, something of importance?
Zach Collins is someone that I was gonna bring up. I feel like it's like a high risk potential reward because even if he plays isn't like really, but it's been a long time and I like playing him if Wemby's not there. And we know that Wemby's not going to be playing, but that Q tag is a tough one. But if you're up for some risk, I do like that one.
Yeah, I'm with that. Zach Collins, that's the one that stood out to me. I also think what it really does is it impacts Barlow or Sandro if you were running those guys out, right? Like if anything, it just kind of craters. I kind of would only want to play Zach Collins unless we get word that Collins is going to be on a minutes restriction or something. So, Tom, as he just put in the chat, is it Sandro season? I'm not saying it's not Sandro season, but Collins being questionable dampers the fire a little bit. All right, let's get back over to the giveaway real quick. Just to remind the people, like the stream, subscribe, #KillMeKillian. There's only 40 entrants right now and over 90 of you watching right now. So get in there and get that giveaway in there. I also just got word that we are going to be joined by our beautiful Brit. George is going to join in a second, which we love to see. Maybe he'll just like have Rob Perez in the background or something of his stream. All right, we're going to go over to the projections here. As always, we're hitting up our friends over at Momentum Labs. Shout out John Boy Skeets. He provides us the projections. Also, I did a video on NBA Top Shot, the fast break contest they did. We did, and we used his projections for that as well. So check that out if you are. I was going to say bisexual. I didn't have like a good joke for it. It's so rare in NBA Top Shot. I don't know. It didn't work. I didn't think it all the way through. All right, here we go. Let's get into the sheets here. No, that's the giveaway. Here we go. Here it is. Let's go. So what we're going to do, I'm going to start at the bottom here with the value stuff. With down at the 2, we'll work our way to 10, and then TST, you can jump in here. So we've got Jed Howard, who's on G League assignment, but is also playing, I guess, has a cap at 2, the projection at 8. Daniel House Jr. is back. He's off the injury report after some lumbar. I need lumbar support too. You need a good desk chair. Abaji has a cap of 8 with a projection of 11.5. You got Thaddeus Young with a cap of 9 and a projection of 15. And then that's really it for 0 to 10. Is there anything like, I feel like usually we have 1 or 2 things that we can be like, oh, it's actually kind of sneaky. I don't really love anything in the 0 to 10. What about you?
Thad Young's the only one, with Portal out. And then actually Jonte Porter's been playing surprisingly well and like
starting.
Yeah, but like the way he's playing and the way he's shooting the ball, I just actually looked to see if he had a card on Sorare. He doesn't.
Yeah,
PG Jackson. He's going to make an argument to get some minutes after Portal's back, just the way they're playing since those trades as well. But that being said, Thad Young can kind of, do the high post passing type thing. And he's the thing about Porter is that right now he's like prone to get in foul trouble. So that could be a lot of minutes for Thad Young. Chris Boucher's playing a little better, but they still don't really like playing him at the 5. So.
Yeah, I think one of the things with that situation too is just like everybody's playing 19 minutes. Jonte's playing 19 minutes. Thad's playing 19 minutes. Boucher's playing 19 minutes. So you're just going to play whoever's the lower cap, honestly. Couple of people in the chat, our guy Chris was saying, what about Ben Shepherd? I see Borland talking about Jarris Walker. And it's Hershey, Trent Forrest. Trent Forrest, real quick. So even with Trey out, he like barely projects his cap. I think it's like a cap of 8, projection 9. So I wouldn't go nuts for that. for the Pacer stuff, listen, with Siakam coming back in, with Hallie questionable, with Neesmith back in, I know Nembhard's still out. It just, all of those fringe Pacers guys that we saw kind of ball out last night are going to take a considerable step back. If Hallie is ruled out, I mean, you can go back to TJ McConnell, then Ben Shepherd gets a little interesting, but I think those are pretty fringy. There. All right, let's go from 11 to 20 here. Let's see who jumps off the page. Patty Connaughton, cap of 11 with projection 14. You got Isaiah Joe, cap of 12, projection of 17. David Roddy, our Grizzlies, cap of 12, projection 17. Oscar Thompson finally getting a little bit more run now that they traded away some terrible players. He's got a cap of 12, projection of 20. You got Conchar, with a cap of 13, projection of 16. In the 14 range, two guys that you cannot trust. Marvin Bagley, coming off a great game with a cap of 14 and projection of 21. Gafford being back definitely, he's got a Q tag, but if Gafford is back, that definitely impacts it a little bit, but I do think he still plays, just it's not starting. And then Killian Hayes, cap of 14, projection of 22. You got Julian Champagne. Mason Plumdog, we talked about him at value hunting. Would love to hear your take on Plumlee after we get through this. Santi Aldama here, another Grizzly, and then more Grizzlies, Xavier Tillman, Markelle Fultz, and Patty Wills. All project pretty well in that 18 range, with Tillman being the clear best play. 19, you got Wendell Carter Jr., which ends up being a really solid play there, actually. And then at 20, you got Luke Kennard, Brandon Miller, Keontae George. I think we had 35 Grizzlies in that range. Anything that stands out there for you?
I would say play any of those Grizzlies if you have them. If you're choosing between them, I probably like Tillman the most. He just has probably the most upside from a fantasy points per minute standpoint, and his cap's relatively okay.
I think he's the safest too. He's got a floor on him.
Yeah. He's definitely the safest of the bunch. I like Marvin Bagley. He has a crazy fantasy points per minute, even in his other stops in the NBA. I think he showed that he can do some stuff. That team sucks. So there's no reason that they won't continue to play him, even if Gafford's back. Mm-hmm. And I think they have 2 games. So does Gafford play both? I don't know. And then, like you said, Wendell Carter is pretty interesting there at that cap.
Any thoughts on Plumdog?
He's maybe contender. I don't think he has that upside to really make a difference in a champion. He hasn't you kind of thought that before he got injured, he was definitely going to slide into that spot, but then they brought in Tice because he was injured, and now he's splitting those minutes. Whereas if he had never been injured, he'd be getting probably 30 minutes right now, instead of kind of splitting the time with Tice. But he did have a really productive couple shifts there last game. So.
Yeah, I agree. Again, some more questions like Jalen Smith. I guess Jalen Smith is fine, but again, you got to remember Siakam's now in there. So that's that's a power forward that's going to be in there, and that's where Jalen Smith plays. So Jalen Smith will find, I'm assuming the starting 5 is going to be some version of Halliburton, maybe Buddy, because no Nembhard, with Neesmith at the 3, and then Turner and Siakam, something like that. So we'll have to wait and see what that rotation looks like. And yeah, we just got word Zach Collins is starting. So Sandro, no longer a real play. Collins right now, he's got a cap of 23. And honestly, because his cap's as high as it is, he only really projects for 26 or so, 27 fantasy points. So I wouldn't go nuts with Zach Collins, but I like it. I still like the play. I think there's some ceiling there. Charlotte is dog shit. So there's definitely a chance for a big to crush there. But I wouldn't run to the marketplace. All right, let's go 21 to 30. See what we got here. Buddy that we talked about, Dylan Brooks. Those are all fine. Nothing too exciting. That's Zach Collins. 23 projects for 25. You got Jabari Walker, cap of 23 with projection 27. Spencer Dinwiddie. Report came out today that Spencer Dinwiddie is quiet quitting the Brooklyn Nets.
Incredible.
Incredible. Just incredible. Who would have thought, man? The guy who invested in NBA Top Shot, quiet quitting. All right, we got Vince Williams Jr., another Memphis Grizzlies, cap of 24, projection of just about 30. We got Russ, Nick Richards in there, 25. Nobody real sexy. Jeremy Sohan, maybe you think he balls because there's no Wemby. Trey Jones, Max Strus. Nobody. This is all kind of part of the course. You got D'Lo's caps 27 and Jeremy Grant cap with the 27 are kind of nice. Austin Reeves at 28. And then at 29, you see Jaden Ivey, who's been playing really, really well. Derek White, I kind of like too. OG Anunoby, Tyus Jones. And then at 30, MPJ and Jonas. I don't know. Anybody that you like?
For like Zach Collins, I was thinking was going to be risky. Now I like him as a play. And then, there's just that range. Well, Jaden Ivey, I kind of like. He's been playing pretty well recently. And then there's just the Jabari Smith, Jeremy Grant kind of range. Those are those guys that kind of always hover, plus or minus like 3 of their cap around 30. And they're all like prone to, scoring in the 40 to 50 range once every a while, and their caps have creeped down. So I like kind of like a safe with some potential ceiling with Jabari and Jeremy Grant.
I like that. We also just got word, or not from like anything official, but from Tyrese Halliburton's own Twitter account. He posted a video and it just said back active. So it looks like we got Hallie season. So anybody that was firing out McConnell, those days are done.
Yeah, and Pascal Siakam, or Underdogs reporting Pascal Siakam at the same time is available to play, which was expected, but maybe we'll get some Hallie confirmation too.
Yeah, I mean that Hallie, I think that makes Siakam a better play. Honestly, it makes everybody on the Pacers a better play except for TJ McConnell. Honestly, like anybody that would share the floor with Hallie, that gets me pretty excited about. And it's just good to have Halliburton back on Siakam's debut night against the Blazers. Game's going to be over halfway through the second quarter. It's going to be great. And also, I just multitasked and entered 10 underdog lineups like that. So we're built like that. Yeah. Somebody's asked about Kim. Kim was asking about Bogdan. Let me go over to Bogdan quickly. I don't know what his cap is. I feel like it's probably above 30, so that's maybe why we haven't gotten. No, all right. So cap of 29 with a projection of 27. I will say this probably still is Trae Young projected in for one game. I would move his projection from 29 to 37. That's just eyeballing it here. Actually, let me see what our other friends say at top tier. 38. Oh my God. How about that, dude? I'm going to start my own website, baby. I'm just going to vibe it. I'm just going to straight vibes. But yeah, so Bogdan is a pretty solid play. I like that matchup. All right, let's do 30 to 40 as well. Let's do 30 to 40. I know normally we punt it off here, but let's do it. You got IQ and Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal probably wins the tiebreaker here, even though IQ projects a little bit better just because he has a second game. Brook Lopez is fine. You got Anthony Simons, Mikal Bridges, Miles Turner all project okay. Kuz's projections come down a little bit, even though they have 2 games. Rudy Gobert's been playing great. You see Jalen Duren still projecting. Jalen Duren finally gave us the ceiling too, so shout out Duren. CJ McCollum, Devin Vassell, all fine. And then Dame's cap is down to 38. Harden's cap is at 38. I don't know, anybody in that 30 to 40 range that you were definitely trying to get into your lineups?
No one like really crazy jumped out at me in that range. One thing I will say is that I do think that Pascal Siakam's going to have some big games. I'm really upset that his cap's at 41. Like if he was in the 37 range, I'd be all over that, because I think he's going to come out with a lot of energy these first games, and that like of the type of player he is, the more energy he plays with, the better he is, because he just, him getting out in transition with Halliburton will get some easy buckets and such. Yeah. So it's unfortunate that his cap's so high because I don't know if I'd pull the trigger on a cap of 41, because, his ceiling's probably 50 still.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that is tough. I'm excited to see. I mean, there's probably some edge in playing him now because his cap doesn't really make sense and other people might not play him, and then maybe you get a crazy ceiling game. But I think conventional wisdom says to just like check out this weekend and then kind of see how the pieces fit. Maybe his cap comes down a little bit. I'm just going to scroll quickly through this. LeBron's cap has come down to 44, which is nice, even though he's questionable. And then that's kind of really it. I don't think there's anything. It's crazy. Embiid's cap is 65. That's pretty nuts at this point. But that does it for projections. So here we go. I'm going to remind people here, because we got a bunch of noobs. If you're just getting here, in order to qualify for a rare tier card giveaway, which I didn't even tell people, it is going to be the Killian Hayes. So like the stream, subscribe. We're going to give away a rare Killian Hayes. You're going to like the stream, subscribe to the channel, put hashtag Kill Me Killian. and we'll give this away. But as always, our giveaways, you receive the giveaway at the end of the game week. So the people that won on Monday got their cards today. We also had a crazy thing where there was 2 guys named Gar Carey and so they both thought they won. And I had to do some like fact checking to figure out which guy it was. But I ended up giving the guy who didn't get it a limited card. Or I got
fact check that.
I made him like screen because their avatar shows up. And I was like, you show me your avatar. So
show me your avatar.
Show me your avatar. That sounds sexual. That's cyber sex in the metaverse. Speaking of cyber sex, George St. Ledger's joined the show. What's up, George?
Yeah, that was an interesting. I don't think I've ever had an introduction like that. I don't think I'm ever going to get one again. So yeah.
That's the beauty. That's the beauty of the show. George, this is perfect timing. We just finished projections, running through everything, all the injury news. We're about to get to questions and stuff. But now that you're jumping in, any overarching slate thoughts you want to get off your chest before we dive into the Q&As?
It's a bit of a mid-off, is how I'm seeing it for my personal view. When I'm looking, even on like projection side of things, like Wendell Carter Jr. is like a play this week, and I'm like, do I really want to trust the guy that's just been injured all year? And then the next guy to him is then Markel Fultz, who's been the walking Q tag for the entire season. So I'm like, well, it's not looking great. But no, I mean, I've got AD, so I think that's kind of it. So,
yeah, AD's good. Did you see the news that just broke? We got Halliburton returning.
Oh, I mean, that's terrific for everyone that doesn't have the Halliburton. So now I have to deal with his like 25 assists and 0 turnovers that's going to come from there. So, yeah.
It's beautiful. All right, yeah. As CCB Bus says, great to see our guy George in that. There we go. I wanted to roll off the tongue naturally, you know.
Oh, was that you saying? Sorry, hang on. Whoa. Was that you saying in it? Is that
in
what
it.
he was doing?
In it.
Oh, is this
top
boy? Is this
top boy, bro? I see you get my food, bro.
That's almost going Peaky Blinders, I'd say, but you know we can roll.
The Peaky fucking Blinders.
Blinders. There we go.
All right, this is why everybody tuned in. All right, let's get. So we already know what the giveaway is. We already know what you need to do. Let's get back over the projections. We can share this, and now let's start getting to some of these questions. Fire them in here. Very, very diverse group of white men we have here. Beautiful. Nice. Yeah, so fire your questions in. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not scrolling up. So if you already asked your question, it's too late. Fire it in again. Ian, we're going to start with Ian. All right, pick one between CJ McCollum. We've got Tyler Hero, Mikal, I'm assuming it's Mikal Bridges, or Bradley Beal. TSC, who's your favorite of that bunch?
I think I'm going to go CJ.
Oh, I like CJ. I feel like we didn't talk about CJ's projection, but what about you, George? Who do you got there?
I'm going to go Mikal Bridges. I think just at 32, he seems a little bit too low for me, especially also because he said he's going to play. So I think he'll play both games as well this week.
Yeah, I would. The one thing I agree, I think I would go CJ and Bridges and flip a coin. But if you just to muddy things up a little bit, I am excited that Hero plays Atlanta tonight. I do think that could be kind of fun. So just to throw that out there. Drew Holiday, I skipped one. Also, we got Marbelas here from Portugal. There you go. Patty Mills, I don't even know. Is Patty Mills getting minutes? Yeah, Patty Mills is a bad play. There you go. All right. Drew Holiday or Jeremy Grant. I'll pull up these projections. I'll let George take this one. Drew Holiday, cap at 27 with a projection of just under 30. Jeremy Grant's right above him, projects like 2 points better. Who are you taking there?
It's a tough one. I'd probably lean on the Jeremy Grant side purely because all of the I say all. Drew Holiday and Derek White are both projecting really well, and they kind of have done this now for a few game weeks in a row, and it's kind of getting to that point where it's that continuous, they're projecting really well, but they're not really going to come and score well for you. So I think the Jeremy Grant side of things, he at one stage will just say, look, I'm earning max money, give me the damn ball, and that's where we're going to kind of go with it.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Especially the matchup against Indiana should be fun, running around a little bit. Sala was asking, how do you think Bogdan is going to project? That's what we were just saying. We just updated that. So cap at 29 projects for like 37, 38 with no Trae Young. Halyard saying Buddy or Zach Collins. And Halyard, this is two questions in one, Halyard. You know how I feel about that. Zach Collins starting is fun. I think I would do Zach Collins, but I don't know. Is anybody taking Buddy there?
No.
All right, there we go. So Zach Collins, it is cap of 19, projection of 21 for Cam Thomas. Reese wants us to rank them. We got Jaylen Brown, Bucci Mane, and DeJounte. Again, we have that news of no Trae Young. We also have no Levine, most likely, for the Bulls. I think I'm taking DeJounte. What are you guys doing?
Does it not scare you with the whole like? No, I mean, there's no trades being spoken about at the minute. But do you think if they're going to be? Have we discussed DeJounte Murray to the Bucks? Is that have I not been?
Oh, he's not going to the Bucks. That was like the dumbest report that I've seen. The Bucks are offering like me and my dog for DeJounte Murray. They have no assets. They have no one's going to be.
That sounds like a great trade to me.
My dog is great. I'm like the expiring contract. That dog they're keeping. Right. But I think the Bucks are just like throwing their. That feels like Chris Haynes talked to some agent. That was the most bullshit report. If he goes to the Bucks, I will absolutely take the L. But this is for another stream. I think it's absurd that people that are making close to millions of dollars probably to do whatever their job. He's not making $1 million a year. Whatever Haynes is. Why does he need to put his name on a graphic of a team that's interested in a trade? Like, and I'm sure he's got some guy who's like 21 on Canva spinning this thing up. But like, come on, guys. Like, I hate it. Woj does it.
And report your salary, will you? Do some real
I need to know.
Let us know how much so we can yell at you the appropriate amount of money you're making.
Yeah, but George, to your actual point though, I do think you could be like, oh, DeJounte's probably like, F this, I'm out of here, I'm not trying. Or he's like, it's time to put on a show, baby.
Trae Young's out as well, right?
Yeah.
He's got a tummy ache, so yeah, I feel like DeJounte Murray. I don't know why I said tummy ache. I couldn't think of the word illness.
I like it.
No, that's way better.
Tummy ache came to me. So I'd roll with DeJounte Murray if he's out there. If I get cooked in the chat for saying tummy ache, I'm never coming back on the show.
No, I liked it. Yeah. I liked it. All right, speaking on, how about this one? TST. You didn't really talk DeJounte too much. I'm assuming this is DeJounte Murray. DeJounte or Jaylen Brown?
I don't like that all the Celtics are back.
Yeah.
So I'm going DeJounte here and without Trae.
That's how I feel too. Leon's saying Cole Anthony and DSJ or Vanderbilt and Conley. What I would do is I would stick your fingers in your throat and go throw up because that's not. I don't like this. This is tough. Anytime Vanderbilt's involved in somebody my age, that's tough. I feel like it's probably Cole Anthony and Dennis Smith Jr. But good luck projecting the Nets, man. Do you guys have either one of you or George? You have a take on this one?
Yes, very much so. So the video I done today was I've got a couple of the Magic guys, and I am like obsessed at the minute with that damn remake of the Magic song. Like I think it was their song when they initially joined the league, and then they kind of like redone it to someone. And I've had it in my head for I'd say at least 18 hours now, and I can't get the chorus out of here. So I felt obliged to play every Magic man that I could pretty much get in there. So Cole Anthony, yeah.
Cole Anthony, there you go. I'm going to try to rip through a couple of these quickly just to catch up. Luol Deng, Kappa Zero, UK passport. Okay, thank you. Is Eldama...
That's basically me. That's me.
Yeah. Is Adalma, Santi and Tillman okay together? I think that's fine, actually. They don't have enough dudes. And Daryl House Jr. projects okay, but I think I would limit it to underdog or contender. I'm not putting Daryl House Jr. in that.
I would say limited to underdog.
Yeah, he doesn't have too much of an upside. Mo saying Patty Williams, Jane Hardy. I think Patty Williams probably gets the nod with Luka and Kyrie being back, and he should be projecting for something, not zero. But I think this is clearly Patrick Williams, unless I'm missing anything. You guys both team Pat Williams here?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he does project better as Patrick Williams. All right, TST asked, so George, I'll let you answer this. Nurk or Mikal Bridges? Where are you going here?
I got Mikal Bridges there, TST. That's what I'd do.
But you have to think about it. Every time I play Mikal Bridges, he kills me.
Okay, there you go. Well,
I mean, it's going to change one time, and maybe this is your week. Maybe
that's all I need.
That was one of those things. I have a friend that does this. He'll text me fantasy football questions, and then I'll give him an answer, and then he'll immediately provide the counter for it. And I was like, then fucking, why'd you ask? Why'd you ask? So you were like, Bridges or Nurk? And he was like, Bridges. He's like, well, what about this? And I'm like, well, why'd you ask, TST?
But then I accepted it.
That's true. Then you did accept it. Weisberg. Also Kuzma or Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges probably is the right play, but I don't trust it. Thoughts on starting Draymond, given that he's not going to be played in a ton of lineups and he typically kills the Mavs. We haven't looked at Draymond.
Is that
Why
game
is he-
not off?
Oh yeah, that
it's
game.
postponed. That's
that
also
game-
why Jaden Hardy is a bad play. He's not playing.
What? Weisberg. Oh, that's right. Weisberg, you live in the Bay Area. Come on, Weisberg, you know this. Although I looked it up, so I'm to blame as well. All right, Sohan and Jabari, or Michael Porter Jr. and Gary Trent Jr. I think what's fun about the second one, 2 juniors. But what do you guys think here?
And the brother
George,
is playing with Trent.
and what?
And PJ's brother is playing with Trent.
Oh, okay, yeah, keep it in the family. George, who are you taking between these two?
Well, first off, before I answer this question, I feel some form of sadness that a Porter Jr. drop wasn't made before it was.
We're the Porters. We share the crowd of up and down performers, throwing things and buzzer beater corners. And one of us is playing for the Warriors. We're juniors and we're the Porters.
God, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. All right, who are you taking there, George?
That feels better now. I've got that out of the system. You know, it feels we can. I would go for Sohan and Jabari Smith Jr. Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, TST?
I'm going Sohan and Jabari.
Yeah, me too. Especially with no Wemby tonight. Maybe Sohan does some extra stuff. Gordon is playing best cap around 25. Let's see. Hold on. Sorry.
Sohan.
Is it Sohan?
Sohan's 25. I don't know if he's the best one, but
There you go. Yeah. Sohan, Walker Kessler, Trey Murphy. And if you scroll down to 24, Vince Williams is probably a fun play. But yeah, Sohan or Vince, probably 2 best plays here. Sorry, I'm so far behind. Brogdon or Poole?
Brogdon.
Jordan Poole. Are we throwing up at a pool party? Is that what we're doing now? Jordan Poole. Well, Jordan Poole is going to have and this can get clipped. Jordan Poole's getting a 45 SORARE score this week. There you go.
Oh God.
You know that he now has Marvin Bagley on his team?
Dude, that unlocks Jordan Poole.
Exactly.
It's like James Wiseman is back, right? He's like, I'm home now. A second overall pick that's very disappointing. Now I could cook. All right, Pritchard, Cam Thomas, or Eric Gordon. Oh boy. I think Pritchard's a little less enticing this game week with the Nuggets matchup and everybody playing. It's probably Cam Thomas, but I'll look up Eric Gordon. Yeah, it's Cam Thomas, right? Is anybody going fast PP for the Celtics?
Is that his nickname? Or
I
is
think
that one
so.
that you've just...
No,
Oh,
I think
wow.
that's it. I think that's it.
Is that really it? Well, Rudy is the Stifle Tower.
Yeah.
Is that his?
I think it is fast PP. Yeah, I think so.
I can't run with that. So we're gonna go for Cam Thomas.
Yeah, I think Cam Thomas is the right one. All right, Leon did say Vanderbilt's playing the trash Blazers. You're right, but also the Lakers are trash. Felix is saying, all right, I got to start 2 of these. Killian Hayes, good luck. Andrew Nembhard is not playing tonight. Marvin Bagley or Xavier Tillman. I'm just going to take the easy one off the board, and then you can each decide who you want. Xavier Tillman is number 1 for me. Who is your second pick, TST? Bagley. George, where would you go here?
I would go for Killian Hayes, and also don't forget to put a hashtag #KillMeKillian. I think I saw is what it was in the chat. There you go.
I feel like we get 25% analysis from George and 75% just like setting up different things. He's like, Michael Porter Jr., play the video. All right, Trent's asking about Isaac Okoro, so I'm asking about your gallery, Trent. We got Okoro here is cap of 20, projection at 18.5. Maybe somebody sits. James Johnson back in the league. He's going to take care of my Siakam bear. It's Hershey. I got bad news for you. When Siakam arrived to Indiana, James Johnson arrived off of the team.
Mike, I got news for you. He just signed a 10-day contract with the Indiana Pacers.
Oh, baby. He's back. He's back.
How's that for an Uno reverse card on your ass?
Jamie with a good Imodium joke. I like that. All right. I can tell I'm far behind because now people are talking about the Mavs. See, Weisberg now feels shame. Any Royce O'Neal thoughts? Ibrahim, my thoughts are that he should get traded. He's going to cap at 14, a projection of 14.8. It's not worth it. Bjorn asking about PJ Washington. Here you go. This is for you, George. Here we go.
PJ Washington. PJ Washington. PJ Washington.
What's fun about that video is it's like a fun, catchy tune, and then you can also see how much money I'm down. So PJ has a cap of 24. The projection is almost 25. Brandon Miller being back dings that a little bit, but if Nick Richards misses, maybe I don't know. Hey, came in just now back from a restaurant with the girl. Okay, Roy, dude, right? I think that's a good update, Roy. All right, here we go. Let's see, Bam or LeBron. Whoo, TSC, who you taking?
Bam.
Bam, yeah, I think I'd go Bam too. All right, this one's for you, George. You got Dylan Brooks, Spencer Dinwiddie, or Zach Collins.
Well, it's not Dinwiddie, if any of the reports to be believed, that he's like, I don't want to play. Which I'm
Dinwiddie.
not sure how. Yeah, Dinwiddie. Nice.
Hell yeah.
Yes, that's
Hell
what
yeah.
I'm coming on for. There we go. That is, I'd probably go Zach Collins, but
Yeah.
it's not great either way.
I think so too. I feel like Zach Collins is going to play both games too, even though Wemby will be back for the next one. Miles
Is
Turner
Embiid out. Hang on,
What?
I just saw someone saying Embiid's out. If Embiid's
No,
out,
wait, was it in the chat though? Don't trust the chat.
It's Crypto Gem Founder, the one
Yes.
that always says it like 15 minutes beforehand, and he gets 10% of them right, and then we're like, damn, he knows the future, and then
No, he does this. He comes into
It's a
every
bit.
show. No, Nick Richards is ruled out though. That's helpful. Okay, nice try. Derek White or Jaden Ivey, which this really just speaks to how well Jaden Ivey's been playing. I actually think I would take Jaden Ivey here.
Yeah, Derek White's been not producing. Drew's been out producing him, and White was way better than him at the start of the year.
Yeah, Narcolente. I actually don't think this hurts Miles Turner too much. I think they're going to play side by side.
And I would say that Hallie being back helps Miles Turner.
Yeah, because no one's really talking about this too much either. But Siakam plays defense too, so I think that takes a little bit of pressure off of Miles Turner.
He has played defense, so hopefully
Yeah, I think he's still a defender. All right, George, I'm dubbing you now the Spurs Whisperer. Are you taking Trey Jones or Jeremy Sohan?
the Spurs Whisperer. I would be going for Jeremy Sohan there for
All
obvious
right.
reasing. Repping the UK. Obviously.
There you go. Also, Trent. I'm sorry. Trent says Okoro and Caleb Martin, and then says my gallery's in the mud. Not gonna lie. If Caleb Martin's playing, I think I'm rolling with Caleb Martin. He's gonna cap at 21 with a projection of 20. Yeah, Okoro is a classic person that TST would tweet about.
Whoa.
Because he's just remember you when you used to tweet. You know, when you used to tweet, he's just a cardio guy.
What I was gonna say about Okoro when he was brought up earlier was that when Mobley went down, I believe his cap was at 18, and I was like, oh, couple game weeks we'll get out. Cap's at 20, so clearly it has not helped at all. The fact.
Is Bilal still a good play at 20? Chris, I don't think he is. I think he's going to get you exactly 20 each and every time he plays, which is frustrating me. I want him to be unleashed a little bit. We're not seeing it. Christian was saying Triple J. I'm assuming this is Jaren Jackson Jr. and Devin Vassell or Şengün and Nurk. This is actually really close. Go ahead, George.
Şengün and Nurk is where I'd lean on that one.
Yeah,
I think Şengün's projecting well.
Yeah, Şengün is
like
projecting.
Şengün and Nurk.
Yeah, I like that as well. All right, I'm trying to catch up. AD and Beater Jokic. All right, Tor, just rich people problems over here. I think it's Embiid until further notice, right?
Yeah. Maybe the AD play this week.
AD does project really well this week.
I think it's just because the matchups that he's got. I know Embiid's got good fixtures as well, but I got a feeling with AD, so I'd maybe go him.
There we go. I mean, AD does project really well, so I'd be fine with that. I'm just going to keep rolling with Embiid, and it's easy for me to say that because I don't own one. Wendell Carter does project really well, Barcer. I think that's fine. Mikal projects really well too, Steve-O. Or not really well, but he projects 32 with a projection of 35. D'Lo or Jeremy Grant. I know they have the same cap. I think Russell actually projects a hair better than Jeremy Grant. Actually, like 3 full points better. But you know what? My heart won't allow me to play D'Lo, so I'd still pick Jeremy Grant. I hold grudges, and I don't like D'Lo. He's a snitch. From like 10 years ago. JT Thor getting more. Oh, man, good luck, man. Good. JT Thor? Is that where we're at right now? He's not projecting yet, but it's probably not updated with the Nick Richards news, so I don't know. I'm not going to answer it. All right. Reese is asking a best cap for 28. So I'll pull this up here and you guys tell me. We got Austin Reeves. We got those 27s of D'Lo, Grant, Jabari. The 26 range, Trey Jones, Max Struess. I don't know. Anybody you guys really like in that range? George, you can go first in TSD.
In the 28 range, Jordan Poole. Yeah, deal with it.
Wow. All right, TSD, who are you taking?
I'm going Jabari Smith or Jeremy Grant.
There we go. Josh, this all depends on like what the rest of your weekend looks like. If
Ooh.
I am probably doing nothing tomorrow and it's cold outside, I don't want to go outside. I'd probably get the pizza tonight so I could have a little bit of pizza tomorrow as well. But if I've got like plans this weekend and I'm just trying to have a nice meal tonight, give me the chicken cheese steak and I want
Is
it
that
hot.
a thing?
What
Is that like a
cheesesteak?
I thought it was just a Philly. Is it not just like a Philly cheesesteak is the beef? Do they do it with chicken? Is that
Oh
a
yeah,
thing?
you do. Yeah, you just say whatever. You can have like there's probably like a Beyond cheesesteak you can do. You probably is you can do whatever you want. You can do a pizza cheesesteak. Josh, you do whatever you want, man.
Both. So then you got more leftovers.
There we go. Is Jonathan Isaac playing tonight? No, is he still? I feel like he's Kappa 16 projection 18. There you go. Keprem. All right, George, this is for you because you like the Magic song. Cole Anthony or Wendell Carter?
As Crypto Gem that's just said that. Yeah, Joel Embiid. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
There you go.
And he's not going to answer it. I like it. All right, fine. We're not answering. That's what you get for being a liar, Crypto Gem. Nick says, what would you change in my championship lineup? Embiid, D'Lo, Mikal Bridges, Bradley Beal, and Bogdan. Is that 1, 2, 3, 4? Oh, Nick, what do you go? I don't know, Nick. What else do you have? No, I like this lineup.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. I can't lie. It's
Yeah.
maybe the Bogdan change, but even then, he's still pretty good.
Yeah. All right. Ian's saying this is for you, TST. Jalen Smith, Jabari Smith, or Torian Prince? Jabari. Yeah, I think I go Jabari too. I don't know what Jalen Smith's role is going to look like with Pascal. I want to see it. Nick Richards has been ruled out solid, so I got this one. Sam Hauser. Pato's saying any cap with a 13 or less. So John Conchar, but it's probably the 12 range of Thompson, Roddy, and Isaiah Joe. Those are probably the ones that stick out the most. There we go. What else we got? George had a feeling about AD because he bought him 2 weeks ago. That's good. Trent, again, the one with the gallery in the mud, is asking about coffee. He's going to cap a 10 with a projection of 5.6. All right, TSC, for you. You need to pick one between Rui, Bilal Coulibaly, Dylan Brooks, or Peyton Watson. Also, I just like this feels like Dylan Brooks slander. That's why I like this question.
Dylon.
What?
Dylan Brooks.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck? Is that a nickname? I don't know.
I don't know.
You were just in your bag. You were in your bag.
Yeah,
I respect
I
it. Simons is a cap at 32, the projection at 35. I don't know if he's been ruled in yet. I know he was questionable, so keep that in mind. But Simons, if Simons going to play,
tummy ache.
Go ahead.
That's his projection.
Huh?
Isn't he the tummy ache projection?
I thought that was Trey Young.
Oh yeah. He also a late tummy ache, so he might.
Oh, has he got a? Has he got a? Did he have a dodgy? I reckon he had a dodgy chicken cheesesteak. That's
what best play, says Tommy Walker, between was that cap of 31 and 33 for Tom. All right, so you see IQ and Bradley Beal. I was talking about that earlier. Bradley Beal at 2 games is kind of nice. Simons we just talked about, Mikal Bridges, Miles Turner, Yusuf Nurkic, and then at 33 you got Kuz and Rudy. George, you get a favorite of that range?
In the 30 range, I like. If I can quickly scroll up again. It's Mikal Bridges. Mikal
Bridges for you. What about you, TST?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of want to say Gobert. He's been playing really, really well.
Rudy has been great, man.
Because of that one game, I'm scared because he is prone to just not doing much every now and then.
Yeah.
So give me Kuzma.
Kuz. Yeah, Rudy hasn't played good. I'll take this one. I'm taking Derek White over Brogdon just because I don't really trust what Brogdon. They got too many dudes, and they will limit Brogdon before they limit somebody else.
But that's Bogdan. No?
Oh, Bogdan. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I read that quickly. Actually, give me Bogdan. Bogdan's been on a heater, and now you take Trae Young out of it. I don't think Miami is like a brutal matchup for them. I think it'll be a fast-paced game. Give me it. Vooch or Vassell? I feel like this is Vooch, man. George, who are you taking here?
Vucevic. Vucevic is someone that I've looked at for contender. He doesn't project amazingly, but he's coming off the back of like 3 heater games.
Yeah.
Playing against teams that suck against defending a decent big man. So I feel like he'll play well.
And no Levine, it looks like. So that's pretty good.
Is Vassell's cap that high?
Yeah, man. He had a couple of solid games in a row where he put up like in the 40s or something. So, yeah, his cap is up to 36.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's Vooch. I saw Bilal IRL. Never thought he'd be an NBA player. Bilal's great. I love Bilal. Bilal. Thad Young, I believe, has a cap of 9 and projects for like 14. It's come down a little bit. All right, Zaire or Champagne. Give me Zaire because they have less dudes. All right, George, Embiid and Jonathan Isaac or Jaylen Brown and Jalen Duren, followed by an LOL because he knows Jonathan Isaac's involved.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown and Jalen Duren is where I'd lead for that one. 100%. I think Duren's only got 1 game, but yeah.
Yeah. All right. He's out. All right. So Hawkins is out. My man GST is definitely having a chicken cheesesteak this weekend.
If I can find one, I'm gonna look into picking one of those bad boys up. Normally I've come on these like Friday night shows and had some random food item. I did have a curry today, so like that was it. But it wasn't the Indian where I'm like, oh my days, no, we cannot do this. But yeah.
Mike, would you know where to get a chicken cheesesteak right now?
Dude, I live in New York, man. You could just name anything. Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say, George.
Completely came into my head. Is the dollar slice still a thing?
Yeah, but let's go to like a nicer. Well, I'll get you some good pizza, George.
Okay,
and maybe a chicken cheesesteak too. But yeah, I get you name a type of food. I can probably walk to it.
Yeah, but like you don't know where you could acquire a chicken cheesesteak without looking it up right now.
I bet I could get a chicken cheesesteak at. Honestly, I bet that place Compton's where I get sandwiches all the time. I bet they have a chicken cheesesteak.
Hang on, and this is probably going to sound really dumb to people that are from the area. Is Publix like a New York thing, or is that
no? It's down south. That's like Georgia and below. And Publix sandwiches.
What is
that? I've
like
heard good things about.
It's a supermarket, but it also has a deli in it. And the deli, which I was like, oh, this is probably gross because I lived in Florida for a couple of years when I was in grad school. And I went there and I remember like, oh, I'll just go grab a sandwich. And it was awesome. Yeah. All right. People are asking about JT Thor. I don't know what to do with Charlotte, guys. I don't know. I mean, so his cap is pretty low. It's 9. So, I mean, I guess you can take a dart throw on it, but they still do. Go ahead.
What's PJ's cap?
PJ's cap is, I think it's 24. 24. Yeah, cap of 24, projection of 24. I'm going to say his projection is now like 32 with no Nick Richards because I think they'll play him at the 5. And I just, JT Thor makes me nervous, man. Like, what's his ceiling? 20?
PJ is much more comfortable click for me.
Yeah. I'd play Thad Young over JT Thor. They have the same cap. I'd play Thad Young over him. You know, anyways, I don't know. Maybe that's, I don't know. It's Hershey. I'm glad you brought up Jordan Hawkins. He has been balling. His cap is 16, projects for 17. I wouldn't have the stones to roll him out this week, but I have been paying attention. I mentioned this in the NBA bit this week. He is now earning more minutes than Dyson Daniels and Jose Alvarado. So he's Jordan Hawkins is like forcing Willie Green to play him. That's pretty good to see. Bogdan or Michael Porter Jr. I think that's where my Bogdan love will slow down. I think I would take Porter. What are you guys doing between these two? Is anybody taking Bogdan? That's how I'll ask it. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, all right. The TST's taking him. There you go. Question for TST specifically. Who do I start? Scotty Barnes or Fred VanVleet or Siakam? So only Raptors. Former Raptors.
Former. Siakam.
Over Scotty Barnes, huh?
Yeah. Since the trade, there's a lot more. He's doing a little less. So
all right.
Siakam, he'll pick back up. But Siakam, I expected things to start off his Pacers debut.
Oh, Roy, I skipped your question. I saw you got mad. Ivy or Tyus Jones? I thought I did answer this. I thought I said Ivy. It's definitely Ivy. Even though Tyus Jones is like a pretty safe click, he's been solid, but I like Ivy's upside. DJ P. Swan says, hey, I just logged in. How are you all doing? Do I play Hallie or go for a different MVP? And do I play Murray and is it? Oh, all right. So here we go. I'm sorry to do this. I need more questions. I need more clarification. What are your other MVP options? And is this DeJounte Murray or Jamal Murray? Because if it's DeJounte Murray, I think I want. Actually, no. Either way, it's probably. Wait, Murray and Batum or Bridges? Okay. Yeah, you got to ask this again.
So it's the question is Murray and Batum versus Bridges and Trey Jones or Nurkic and Trey Jones. There's 3 options here.
I think it's Bridges and Trey Jones, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you guys are doing there? Yeah, Bridges and Trey Jones. Okay. All right. Let me just try to do some. What's the giveaway hashtag? Great question, Hustle Hoops. Let me share that part of the screen and remind the people. We'll do some quick plugs, and then we will catch up on. We'll do some rapid fire Q&As, and then we'll get out of here so people can put in all of their lineups here. All right. So all you need to do, like the stream, you need to subscribe, and then you need to put hashtag Kill Me Killian. We're also up to 612 subs. We love to see it. George, what do you got going on these days? I'm going to drop a link into the chat right now with your YouTubes.
So I dropped my latest Sorare lineup video this evening. Actually, it went out. Obviously, we had our last podcast on the All-Star predictions that we done and our selections for that. And once I'm done over in the land of NYC, there might be a little video going on. I'm going to have basically like an NBA experience in Paris versus New York. That's the video that we're going to be working on for it. So yeah, we've got a little few things cooking up. So come on over and subscribe. Yeah. I'm trying to reach 1,000 very desperately. So yeah.
And he's at 810 right now. We're getting there, baby.
There we go.
Make sure you TSC. Any movies you want to plug?
No, but if you want the best griot in Montreal, if you're visiting ever, you got to go to Meli Melo. It's like a grocery store with a counter in the back, but like the grocery store only sells, Haitian products. So really the only reason people are going there is for the food. Best griot in the city.
There we go.
What is that?
It's like a fried pork Haitian dish that's served over like rice and peas that you might get like jerk chicken with, but instead it's like this fried pork and then this sauce that is just so good that you put it all over the rice. Oh, it's so good. And then be careful though, they give you the little thing that looks like coleslaw that's actually like really, really spicy.
Nice.
It's like chopped up, so it looks like coleslaw. It is not.
There we go. That was a good recommendation. We have, if this is your first time at the Team Old So Rare channel, we do this show Monday and Friday before every game week. We also do a value hunting episode before every game week as well. Those usually drop on Sundays and on Wednesdays. We've got So Rare Sharps with George, Shot Tank on Wednesday nights with TST, Jeb, and John Boy. Also, you can find our other channels here. If you just go to our YouTube channel, you can find our Team Hold Live, where we do the NBA bit Monday through Friday at 9 a.m., and then Team Hold Sports with some evergreen stuff. That's it. All right. Like the stream, subscribe, hashtag Kill Me Killian. 95 entrants, but there's 130 of you here. I'm going to try to catch up quickly here. So
do you guys think that Jimmy Butler is a trap of a play?
What's his cap right now?
34.
They're
playing on a back-to-back, and my only concern is he has played 2 games recently, but like it's Jimmy in the regular season, and
I think Jimmy, he's got to get it done tonight if it's going to happen. I'd be nervous he's not going to play the second game. I do love the matchup against Atlanta, but
Triple J's out too tonight.
Oh, there you go. Fire up Jimmy, baby. Fire up Jimmy. All right, Zach Collins. The answer is Zach Collins here for you, Nick. DJP was saying my other options are Kawhi, KD, Bankero, Maxey. Give me Halliburton. Let's see, still playing Dinwiddie, and it feels gross. Yeah, I'm sorry, details. All right, now there's a bunch of Kill Me Killing Hayes. All right, this one's for you, George. Jabari and Cole Anthony or Wendell Carter Jr. and here it is. And Bogdan.
Oh,
wait, hold on. Cole Anthony and Wendell Carter, and Jabari, or Eldama and Bogdan? All right, there you go.
I don't understand.
So pick one of Cole Anthony and Wendell Carter with Jabari, or Eldama and Bogdan.
I would, in this instance, pick Wendell Carter, and then I would pick Jabari, and then I'd pick Bogdan B. If I don't.
No, you got to choose Wendell Carter and Jabari, or you got to choose Eldama and Bogdan.
Wendell Carter and Jabari.
Yeah, there we go. There we crushed it. Crushed it. All right, let's go. What about my kid? Oh God, Leon. See, this is like this is I'm like Ron Burgundy here. Yeah, Giddy's fine, Leon. Giddy's fine. Butter chicken, shittiest curry ever. All right, Charles.
Whoa, we can't have that slander around here. This is going to be a man that has like a chicken foul, and he just lets everyone know it. I'm sure this is. What
best play is probably Wendell Carter Jr. under 20, and then you could also look at Xavier Tillman and Markelle Fultz. They pop, and Santi Aldama, a bunch of guys we've talked about. Give me Anthony Simons over Mikal Bridges. That might be a little bit spicy. I think. Would you guys both take Mikal there?
Well, Simons might not play, so
yeah. Well, that's why I said it's spicy, just like the curry.
Well, the butter chicken isn't, but the tummy ache he has probably is.
Yeah. All right. What else here? Stan just said no, low cap. I don't know. Oh, how about Jimmy Butler, I think. Portis sleeper versus Detroit. You know what's tough about Bobby Portis? I know he's popped a couple of times recently, is that he doesn't play in a blowout. Like he plays the same amount of minutes no matter what. So you need him to have the most efficient game ever, or Giannis to sit, or Brolo to sit. So I mean, he's fine, but I don't get like too excited about him. Does anybody disagree with that?
no.
You
basically need to know that Giannis is sitting is essentially it.
Yeah. All right. Thebo says, or is it Tebow? Says, would I play 41? I'm assuming that means cap. 41 of Tobias Harris or 41 of Siakam?
Siakam on his debut, 100%.
Yeah, I'm a Siakam too. I'm expecting that game to be fun tonight. Drew and Portis or Nurk and Kennard? God, I have no idea. I don't know.
Nurk and Kennard.
Nurk and Kennard. What about you, George?
I would lean Drew and Portis because I think Drew Holiday's the best one though.
There we go. All right. And I'll take Isaiah Joe over Nickeil Alexander-Walker. There you go, Roy. I answered your question in a timely fashion. All right. That's going to do it. We got all those questions in. We're going to last call here. Like the stream, subscribe, hashtag kill me, Killian. This is for a Killian Hayes rare tier card. If you win, you will get this on Monday morning because I'm playing it, which is a good transition here to see. Well, I'll actually share my lineups here so you can see what I'm rocking with. Not that anybody really cares. But this is what we got. LeBron and Jokic in the same lineup with Duran, Grant, and Asar Thompson in the common pickup. Let's go win some shit. My limited contender, I actually it's like gross because Shamit's in there. But we get Şengün, Bridges, Bagley, Thad Young. How about that? And then rare contender, we got Freddie, Killian, Bags, Thad, and Bradley Beal.
Damn.
Let's go win some reward. I missed out. I was like less than 5 points from a reward in 3 different contests this past game week, which is pretty awesome. Especially as TJ McConnell didn't do anything for the last like 25 minutes of the game last night. So that's what we're rocking with. All right, this is it. Let's give this bad boy away. You've had plenty of time to get it in. We got to how many? 107 with 125 of you watching. What's going on? You guys actually, or you hate watching so rare? Is this all Spicer? Spicer, are you in the chat right now? You don't want to win a rare tier? What's going on? Patrick says Killian's in my lineup as well. Let's hope together. Let us hope together, Patrick. Let us hope together. All right, and we finished the stream. 613 subs. I like it. I'll take it. All right, here we go. If you win, tag me on Twitter. Shoot me a DM somewhere. Find me on LinkedIn. I'm just kidding. Don't find me on LinkedIn. Winner. It's going to Papi Davidi. Let's go, baby. Let's go. What did we win? Charles said yes. Butter chicken is English. It isn't Indian. I do actually love it when done well. There we go. Washington starting at 5. Spurs rocking these boards.
PJ Washington.
Oh, PJ, got you. But congrats to Papi Davidi. Maybe it's Papi Davidi. Either way, shoot me a message so we can get you that rare tier on Monday, and then you can be graced with disappointment of Killian Hayes. Let me just last thing. I'm just going to double check to make sure we didn't get any other weird news that came in as we were wrapping up. Nope, that's it. I think we got all of it. So, any final thoughts from you guys? Or are we good to shut it down?
We good.
I'm can't stop thinking about a chicken cheesesteak now. So
All right. Well, shout out to TSC and George for joining the show. Always appreciate you guys having on. I know the community loves it. Appreciate everyone tuning in for all the content this week. We'll be back on Monday. NBA bid at 9. Value hunting will be out on Sunday, and then live before lock Monday at 5:30. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Get those cheesesteaks, the chicken kind. We're out.